welcome to my room this lovely evening. I never film a video in the evening in my room. Let me tell you, it has been a doozy of a day with technology. I have a video. This message here that I'm going to put in this video is something that I really care about and I really wanted to communicate with you. But this morning I edited this video. I've already filmed all of this and my computer died, and the video at the end of entirely editing it and sharing it on YouTube, the computer froze, died, the footage said it was no longer readable, and so then I tried to take the memory card and use another computer, and it said that computer storage was full and that was not going to work. So then I tried to put it on the Google Drive to send to my friend in Michigan to edit, and that said it would take 16 hours, and that's not going to work either, though I'm still trying. The footage is still being slowly sent to Michigan, and we'll see if that works. And it's now evening time, and I just have to try and bang this video out because I really care about what I want to tell you, and that's the reality of having a job that is making videos for people I love on the internet. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Jessica. My friends call me Jess. You're totally welcome to call me that. I have a 5-year-old daughter named Eloise, a 1-year-old son named Wilson, and a 10-week-old no dollars. I mean, I have a couple. I have a daughter. Her name is Juliet. Her friends call her Jules. Okay, we're gonna do this. And it's so good to have you here. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you are a parent looking for more support, we have a really great Facebook group called Jess Hover and Friends. Awesome people in there. Feel free to jump in, answer the 3 questions. I believe it's 3, and we'll let you in. Yeah, it's super encouraging and supportive and kind. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Jess_Hover. I would love to have you there. And today's video is for any parent who is new to this or not new to this, but feeling discouraged, tired, maybe sad, maybe anxious. I want to talk to you. So if that's you, listen to me. But first, this video is a partnership with a company called Built Bar, and we love them in this house. We love them so much that I had to rip this bar out from Wilson's mouth in order to refilm this footage because it's the last one we have right now. And this video, this flavor is white chocolate cookies and cream. It is delightful. So these bars, to me, they taste like truffles. That's kind of the texture of them. They have 18 different flavors. You can definitely find one you guys love. If you use my link below, they'll give you 20% off your order. For me, these have been awesome for like nursing and needing like quick food on the go. For Sean, he uses them before and after skateboarding if he needs a snack. Let's see, 17 grams of protein, 130 calories, gluten-free, so yummy. Built Bar, you're awesome. Thanks for working with me and putting up with videos like this. Okay, tired mom and dad, are you listening? Discouraged mom or dad, are you listening? I need you to perk your little ears up because I have something really important to tell you. And it is this. I like you so much. No, that's not what's important, but I do. No, so 5 years ago when I had Eloise, I struggled hard, really hard. I was away from family. I mean, I had my sister here. She's a dream, but she had never had a baby before. And so we were both really new to all of this. We just felt pretty helpless. No, she probably didn't. I did. I felt really helpless. I felt like I was exhausted. I felt like my days and nights were blending together. I cried every evening. My baby didn't take a bottle. And so I was entirely, she was entirely reliant on me to feed her. And I remember times when I would like go to the grocery store without her. The grocery store is outside. I mean, I can see it from my window right here. It is walking distance. And I would be there without my baby while she was here sleeping with Sean. And I would feel so anxious that I was on this timer and I had to get back because what if she cried and I would be the only one who could feed her. And I remember actually one time being at that grocery store and a woman being like, can you even remember life before you had kids? And I was like, no, I can't. This was like 5 days after I had Eloise. Definitely, yes, I could remember life before having a baby. I was far less anxious. I did not worry before leaving the house. I didn't freak out in the car. What if my baby was gonna cry and I wasn't gonna be able to take care of her? I mean, I slept-ish. You don't sleep that well at the end of pregnancy, but yeah, I remember. I just felt a little crazy. I felt like, wow, why is everybody treating me like I am in some sort of baby bliss, but inside I don't feel like I'm in bliss. I feel totally overwhelmed and a little bit panicky and stressed and scared and tired, and I wished that I could be back in the hospital sometime so that somebody could take care of me while I was taking care of my baby. And I have really loving family. I mean, my husband is amazing. And at that point, like as a dad, that is like his thing. He is so good at it. And even so, I struggled. And there was a time when I was supposed to be sleeping and Sean came in and he found me on my phone, and I had just Googled how long can a person live without sleep, because I actually thought I might die. Not even being dramatic. And then around 5 weeks, I was laying right here on my floor on this little stretch, and I was Googling, does parenting get better, or will being a mom ever feel good? I remember even texting friends like, do you think this gets better? And a lot of the stuff I got back wasn't very encouraging, to be honest. I think the people who were making content online about parenting were the ones who were amazing at it and who really loved it. And they should. Those people, like, we need to hear from them. I think though, I think for one, it's kind of a joke that I'm the person on the internet, or a person on the internet, telling a bunch of people advice and encouragement about parenting. I think it's a joke because this is a role that I do not feel good at, and it doesn't feel like it comes naturally to me, and it doesn't feel like it's my dream or my passion. I think it is the biggest gift in life that I get to be a mom. I totally do, so that's not lost on me. I think it's an absolute miracle that I was able to have babies, and I even had a surprise pregnancy when people are longing to be parents and are trying so hard to have babies and haven't yet. That is not lost on me. That I think is an absolute miracle. And yet I just don't feel like this is my thing. And here I am though. I make videos for moms and dads, and I'm so thankful that I can. I think I can do it because I don't feel like I'm good at it. And so I can tell you from a very genuine place, if I can figure this out, anybody can, because I just don't consider myself somebody who's like really great at it. But enough about me. I don't know why I'm talking about me. I'm just telling you, this isn't easy for me. This mom thing isn't easy for me. And if you're finding yourself struggling, you are not alone. You are so welcome to this group of people that may or may not be publicly talking on the internet about this, but there's a lot of us who struggle in parenting and feel like, gosh, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get this? Why don't I enjoy this? And at the same time, did I tell you already? I've refilmed this footage so many times. I'm getting a little lost, but a couple years ago, I was super depressed. I don't know if I've said that in this video. Sorry. Yeah, I was really, really depressed, and I don't know if I'm retelling you this, but when Eloise was 2, I was so depressed that I ended up in a mental hospital for help, and thankfully it helped a lot, just the process after that. But that happened December a couple years ago, and now here I am. And I think logistically, my life right now is overwhelming. I frequently feel like I'm drowning in the amount of responsibility that we have right now with the pandemic going on and living in Los Angeles, where things are highly restricted. My kids are all in the house with us. Family is not able to come as easily, though miraculously my sister and her husband are here, and they're on the other side of this wall, so that's why I keep pointing right there. We started a business this year, Very Good Mothers Club. Thank you so much for shopping our business. If you have, we're so grateful. And this pregnancy was a surprise pregnancy, and then it was actually a complicated pregnancy, and then the baby arrived prematurely by 6 weeks, and then there was complications there where she was in the NICU for 21 days, and all of that required a lot. It was all a lot, and it's been a lot. And I have this wonderful YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. And that's another responsibility that I treasure. But there's a lot of wonderful things happening right now. And with that comes a lot of responsibility. And I think when I look at the logistics of my day-to-day, it's very overwhelming. And yet emotionally, I don't feel as low as I felt after having my first child. And there are some things that are helping me, and that's why I want to make this video, is just to be able to encourage you if you're finding yourself feeling at all what I felt back when I had Eloise, or a couple years ago when I was so depressed. And here we are, these two things that I want to remind you of. And I hope it'll just come through your screen, whatever you're watching this. I wish I could hug you and we could do this thing in real life, because it would be that much more impactful. But what I want you to know about this season that you and I are in, which is so challenging and so exhausting and sometimes feels like it will never end, the things I want you to remember is that this season we're in is temporary, and the season we're in is meaningful, okay? Temporary and meaningful. Remind yourself, this is temporary and this is meaningful. Temporary. Okay, your baby, our babies are only going to be little a little while. They really are. I know that when you're having your long evenings and the baby's crying like crazy, and then they don't sleep very long, and then you're feeding around the clock, and maybe you're having to hold them upright for 30 minutes after every single feeding. It's long. It's strenuous. You might end up in tears because of how long it feels. That is me right now. I'm in that with you. I have 2 under 2. You might have more than me that are all very young, and we're in this together. It's temporary. As you can find sweet moments, because I know that the sweetness comes because your little baby is so precious and you love them so much, try to soak it up. Try and take a big deep breath and be like, okay, this is sweet. Okay, I like this. This is precious. This moment that I'm in is precious, and this is going to help make everything else worth it. But remind yourself, it's temporary. All of this is temporary. It's going to change. There's sleep regressions, and they're going to end, okay? Your baby's going to start sleeping longer. They're going to eat more food later. Things are just going to transition, and soon enough, you're going to have a little 5-year-old like me who's going to be saying jokes and being cute and sleeping through the night. I keep saying that one because that was like what I can't wait for. No, it's temporary. It's gonna go. You're gonna get past this, and you're actually gonna miss this stage. It's the craziest thing. You're gonna miss it. As hard as it is, you're gonna miss it. And then the next thing is that it's meaningful, okay? Having babies, it's so worth it. You're not gonna regret it, even if it feels like it flips your whole life upside down, even if it feels like it made your life worse. I've heard parents be like, yeah, but having babies really made my life worse. Yeah, that might feel like that's true for a time, but I promise that at the end of your life, having your babies is going to be one of the most, it might actually be the most special thing you've ever done, the most worthwhile, the most impactful, the most meaningful thing you've ever done. It's so significant. You investing your life in this little child is so worth it, even when it doesn't feel worth it. What I feel like is that when we're pregnant, it's like we're on the shore, okay? So imagine this. So we have the shore, and then there's water, and then in the distance is this beautiful island that is just all luxury, and all your dreams come true way over yonder on that island. And when you're pregnant, you're on the shore, and you're having a party because you're about to jump in that water and swim to that island. So you're pregnant, and you're having the showers, and everyone's like, yeah, your baby's coming. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so sweet. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cute. You're gonna have the best time. This is gonna be amazing. And then your baby's born. Yay! And then you jump in the water. Whoosh. You see the visual? And then now we're swimming, and we're doing so good. And in the beginning, you're like, this is so sweet. They're so precious. Look at their face. Look at their little toes. This is so amazing. Oh my gosh. And then you keep swimming. And then you're like, oh my gosh, we haven't slept. Oh my gosh, we still haven't slept. Oh my gosh, they keep crying. Why do they have gas? Why do they keep crying? Make it stop. Giving you way too real of a glimpse into my life. Okay, and you're still swimming. And now you're exhausted, and you get to a point where you're in the water and you can't see the shore too well, and you can't really, like, the hype of like the baby's coming, it's gonna be so amazing. That's way back there on the shore, and now what you feel is just real tired and like you're drowning, and you're like, okay, I think we're swimming to an island, but actually you can't really see the island from where you are, and you can't even really remember what did paradise look like. And that's where I come in, my friends. I have been to the island. Somehow I got to the island, and then I jumped back in the water. Now I'm swimming with you, and I'm like, where the heck is that island? But no, I've been there. I've been farther than this stage of like crying baby. I've been past it. The stage of 1-year-old child who runs around like crazy and destroys everything. I've been past it. I I'm further along in this motherhood stage enough to look back at you who are swimming and tell you, just keep swimming. I'm like, Dory, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Is that who said that? Dory? Probably. Anyway, don't give up. You are doing so good. This is going to get so much easier, okay? So you keep taking care of your baby. If you can identify some of the things that are causing you just total challenge, I don't know, like chaos or struggle, try and identify them. Is it that you really need your house clean and you just can't get to it? Maybe it's time that we recruit someone to come and tidy your house for you. Or it's time that we surrender that house and we just say, now is not the time to have the most beautiful social media house that you've ever seen. Maybe your struggle is that you just feel lost in your role as a mom or a dad, and you can't even figure out who you are. So try and remember then at that point, what are some things that you love that brought you joy before this baby? For example, I really love writing. I'm not in a time of life where writing is going to come that freely for me, but I do try once a week to sit down for like 5 minutes and just write a few sentences. I probably have in my phone right now like 2 sentences that I wrote from the last week, but I was very intentional. Like, I will write these sentences just so I can remind myself that I am someone other than mom. I am a lot of things other than a mom, but I mostly look like I'm mom in my real life right now. And I think it's important to nourish the parts of you that aren't just a parent. For Sean, that's skateboarding. So he tries to find little tiny windows where he can go and do some skating. Sometimes it's truly like 5 or 10 minutes of just skating on the street right outside and then coming in and feeling like, okay, I can do this. Maybe it's that you need someone else to hold your baby. Maybe you need to consult a doctor about your mental health because you feel like it is beyond your capacity to kind of get control of. That's okay. If we can identify some of the issues that we're feeling and just put them out there somewhere, maybe to a partner, a spouse, a friend, a sibling, and recruit some help in problem solving, sometimes just identifying what is so hard is helpful. What I'm not saying we do is like find a problem, circle it 1,000 times, and just complain like crazy about it. That's not what I want to do. I don't think that that's helpful. But I do think identifying some of the stuff that's hard and then seeing if there's any way for people to jump in and offer some relief, like somebody else taking diaper changes and burping so that you can sleep a little while longer, or someone feeding your baby from a bottle so that you can sleep through that feeding. I don't know, anything that you can do to add some relief to this time of your life would be very good. Am I looking at the camera? Gosh, guys, I hope you're not watching this video and feeling like my eyes are somewhere weird. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. What I want you to remember is the season of life that you're in, this place in the water that you're swimming from. It is temporary and it is meaningful, and you are doing amazing. And I wish that I could just come right to where you are and just sprinkle a little bit of dry shampoo in your hair, just shake that little puppy up and tell you that you are beautiful and you're doing so great, and we're gonna get through this, and in a few years we're gonna have kids who are a few years old and they're gonna be better sleepers and hopefully a little bit better eaters, and we're gonna do things. We're gonna go dancing or something. I think my kids need me. I can hear them right outside my door. Okay, I like you. You're doing great. Don't forget to eat a Built Bar if you want. You are wonderful. I believe in you so much. I hope you have a really great week. Happy New Year. 2021 is gonna be our year. Pew, pew, pew. Those are air fireworks. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.